guys, and welcome. So I'm back with another video, and I haven't decided what I'm going to name this video. Similar to the college alumni video, I had to wait until after I got finished recording that video until I kind of came up with a title. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the who, what, when, where, why, and how as far as the college admissions office is concerned. So I'm going to answer you guys' questions, and this is a college series pretty much where I talk to you guys about different types of college terminology. Last week or so I did the video on the what is a college alumni. So if you guys want to check that out, you definitely can. The video is packed with a lot of information, and I speak more deeply about it than some of the information that you're going to be finding if you just like went up and asked somebody. So as a college graduate, I more so elaborate on the who, what, when, where, why, and how as far as a college alumni is concerned. And I just go a bit more deeper into it for those of you who, want more information, okay? So that video is definitely there for you if you want to go ahead and check that out. I've also done videos on scholarships that I have, that I've found. I plan on doing more videos on scholarships in the future. It's just the fact that right now I'm focusing on more so the college terminology, terms that you're going to find on, like if you go onto like a college website and let's say you want to apply to go to a certain college. Well, there's going to be some, keywords or terms that maybe, that you don't know, what it means when a college says this particular term. And unless you've gone to college, you wouldn't know what it means, okay? So the more information you have about what a college means when they say a certain word or term, the better position you're going to be and the more professional you're going to come across when you actually talk to the college staff at the college that you want to go to, because you want to make a good impression with them, before you apply, during the application process, when you're applying to college, and then even afterwards. You definitely want to have a professional appearance, and it's good to kind of start off on the right foot, okay? So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions: the who, what, when, where, why, and how, as far as the college admissions office is concerned. And I feel you guys need to know about this college office because it's going to be the first point in contact you're really going to make with a college, meaning this is the first office that you're going to be talking to if you want to go to a specific college or university that you really want to attend. This is the first office you're going to make contact with, people you're going to be talking to. So you want to know what it is that they do, and when you would talk to them, how often you talk to them, different things like that. So let's go ahead and get into this video here. And just like my previous video, this is going to be packed with information for you guys, okay? Alrighty, so for starters, I'm going to answer the question: what is the admissions department and what do they do? This is the first office that potential college students will be in contact with. This is the department at a college that will send you a college brochure and introductory college information. They are the office at a college campus that will take and process your college application. You can call them to check on the status of your college application as well. So if you guys don't know what a college brochure is, a college brochure is going to be, it's basically going to be a pamphlet that you would get. So if you're in high school and you have like a college office or a college counselor or guidance counselor or something, and you see that they have these pamphlets or booklets that have like the names of colleges on them. These are going to be college brochures, okay? And typically college brochures are going to have a lot of pictures on them. It's going to have like historical information about the college. You'll see some students on the college, like different types of students that go to the college, what types of majors and minors that the colleges offer as well. And so, there's going to be a lot of information, a lot of introductory information about the college that may get you interested in attending that college. So I wanted to kind of elaborate a little bit on like what the college brochure is, okay? Now, introductory information, these could be some types of, information, let's say like printouts as far as maybe some college scholarships or some, promotional materials for the college. The admissions office, more likely than not, may pass that out, especially at a college event. So like if you've ever gone to a college event where like there's like hundreds of colleges there and there's people that are at the tables, and these people, like, they're standing behind the tables, they have like, they have the name of the college on their shirt or whatever, then that's basically going to be like people, from the admissions office, more likely than not, because they're the first point in contact that you'd reach out to. Now, it could be another department from the college that may be there other than the admissions department, but typically you would make contact with the college admissions office first. Okay, the second question I'm going to answer is who can contact the college admissions office? Anyone can call this department or office. If you look at the contact information on a college brochure, the contact information will be none other than the college admissions department. They can answer your questions about the college brochure that you have. They can answer questions about your college application, and just like other like introductory college type of information. Okay. The next question I'm going to answer is, when can I contact the college admissions office at a college? It varies. It depends. There are so many colleges out there, and I don't have the scheduled hours for each of them. However, you guys can go online to the website of the college you are interested in attending and look up the office hours for that college admissions office, and you can find out the hours that office is open. It would be cool if the admissions office could be open on the weekends, so you can contact them on the weekends or either the evening hours and stuff, if that's more convenient for you. Don't be afraid to call the college admissions office. Don't just assume. If you have questions about the college application, if you have questions about like the college application process, if you have questions about the college application fee, for example, if you have a question about something that somebody said at a college event and they were a part of the admissions office and you got kind of confused, don't be afraid to call the college admissions office and ask them about that. Get information, get clarification, especially if it's going to be stuff like dealing with the college application. Like if you're filling out the college application for a specific college and you have a question because maybe something's not clear on the application, call the college admissions office and ask them. Ask them, because if you put down the wrong answer on your college application, that could be the difference between you getting accepted and rejected. So, you don't want to put down the wrong information. You want to make sure the information you put down on a college application is truthful, okay? And it is, the college clearly understands like the information you're giving them, and they don't have any questions based off of the things you put down on the college application. So that's why you want to definitely go ahead and give them a call, if you're working on the application, or whatever questions you have. And if the college admissions office doesn't have an answer for you, they can direct you to another department that can answer your question. Where is the college admissions office? To find the college admissions office, you can Google the location and then get directions to the college admissions office. If on campus, you can use an on-campus map or ask students where to find it. So on college campuses, the college I went to, there were like college maps, and it'll say like this, like if you look on the map, it'll say you are here, and then like it'll like show on the map like different offices and stuff and things like that for you to find. And the map is not only for potential college students like yourselves, but it's also for students who recently got accepted into the college and it's their orientation day, meaning it's like their first day of being on campus as a college student, and they need to find their way around. When you're new to college, like, and you first start attending there and taking classes, you're not going to know where everything is. So using the map is going to be really helpful. Okay. You can also ask some students that are on campus, you can ask them where to find like the admissions office or any other place that you're trying to find. Okay. Now I do think that there is the possibility that some people may joke around and they could think it's a joke to give you the wrong directions. So if you have a feeling that like the direction somebody is giving you towards an office is not correct, go ahead and go and ask like the campus security where a place is, or go and ask like a college instructor, where something is, and they can tell you where it is. Most people, like most students on a college campus, tend to be nice, but you may find that there is some people who are kind of goofing off still because they still feel like they're in high school and they still feel like it's just a joke, but reality hasn't set in for them that, they're adults now, and, there's a time and place to goof off, okay? So you can always ask other people, Now, a really helpful way of finding the college admissions office is that you can call the college admissions office to get the location of the college admissions office as well as directions. So therefore, straight from this source, you find out where the college admissions office is located, what kind of building it's next to or what kind of landmark it's next to. And then you also can get those directions straight from a college admissions representative who will be happy to, guide you there. There are some, so I'm got a little tongue tied here. Here's something I wanted to throw in. As a former college student, what I can tell you is there are times where the offices on campus are going to move. So when I was in college, there was a situation where the college admissions office, once I first started going to college, my first month of going to college, the college admissions office was on one side of campus, okay? And then when I came back, the next 3 months later or something, the admissions office had moved to a completely different location on campus. And that can really be, very frustrating. Sometimes you're going to find that some college offices are going to be in the same building. Sometimes they're going to be distance away from each other. So it might be a walk to be able to get to them. So if you're somebody who, you have difficulty walking or anything or whatnot and stuff, it's a good idea to call to get some kind of idea. If you're somebody who have children and you're taking your children with you while, you go and try to sort through applying to college and everything, getting your questions answered, then, you also want to take that into account, especially if, walking is going to be a difficulty or not, or if you're having multiple people go with you, or if you're having to park on campus. So that is a concern too, because if you do not attend the college, then you may have to park off campus and then walk onto campus in order to be able to find the office you're looking for, because you don't want to get a ticket on campus. I can talk to you guys more about parking on a college campus in another video. I haven't seen anybody talk about this on YouTube or anything, so or any other social media, so I'd like to kind of highlight information for you guys about that. But I do want to let you know that college offices can move temporarily or permanently to other locations. So if you get used to an office being one place, it may not necessarily stay there, okay? There can be construction going on college campuses too, okay? So I do want to let you know that. How often can you call the college admissions office? Don't call the college admissions office over and over and over again, like you're calling every 5 minutes, because they will get annoyed and won't take you seriously as a potential college student. Remember how I was saying, you want to be professional, you want to be seen as mature, you want them to take you seriously. If you are on the path to constantly calling the college admissions office every 5 minutes and things like that, they won't take you seriously, and that could really ruin your credibility. And you never know if that person who you're talking to is reviewing your college application, and if they'll go and tell their boss and say, hey, this person's being a pain, why don't we just reject this person because they're not the type of model student that we want at our college. So you don't want to run the risk of that, okay? If you do call the college admissions office for help with completing their college application, or to check on the status of your submitted application, or you have questions about the application process, go ahead and call them during business hours to get answers to your questions, okay? So what I mean by this is, if you have a question, go ahead and call them, okay? You don't want to make the mistake of calling, like I said, don't call every 5 minutes, okay? You want to make sure that, you call, you get your questions answered, and you kind of just keep going with your day type of thing, and just kind of leave it at that. It's okay if you want to call the college admissions office once or twice a month. I think that would be really good if you're waiting to find out if you've been accepted into the college or not. You call once or twice a month. So when I say once or twice a month, I literally mean you call one time a month, or if you call twice a month, you call at the beginning of the month and then at the end of the month, So therefore, you're giving it some time in between, to wait, so that, the college still has a good view of you, okay? Because you have to remember, you're being evaluated on your application, your professionalism, any types of, activities and things you've been a part of and stuff. And colleges can do a deep dive on you to find out information about you. So, you want to do your best to keep that credibility with the college. You definitely want to do that. And if you've applied to more than one college, do the same for each college. Stay professional. Make sure you conduct yourself. You speak well. You speak positive. You come across as a worthwhile person that should attend their college. Okay? And just because you apply to a certain college does not mean you're going to get accepted. I could definitely do a video on that for you guys as well if you want me to do that. I might go ahead and do it, but I'll hold that off to another time. I would strongly suggest not calling a college admissions office every day or every week, because that is excessive. If you call every day, the college reps are going to be annoyed. If you call every week, yes, you're giving it time, but that's still excessive, you know. If you call maybe twice a month, that's good. And I know some of you are probably saying, well, what if I have a lot of questions and I need the answers to my questions? I need to answer my questions about my college application, or, you know, I have to know because I have to make a determination about, like, should I apply to this college versus this other college and stuff. I understand, you know, you may have, you know, a list of questions, you know, or you just may have a lot of questions that you want to ask, and you want to find this out from the admissions office, and that is completely okay. You might say, well, how do I navigate that, you know, with calling the college if I can't call them every day, if I have a question for them every day? Well, this is what you do. What you can do to come across professional and still be able to get your questions answered, you can call the college admissions office and book an in-person appointment with them. And then what you do is you go up to the college in person on the day of your appointment, and then take all of your questions, write them down, and then you could ask, you know, that college admissions representative that you end up meeting with, you can ask them all the questions. And there might be some questions they can't answer, and they may direct you to another office, but at least you'll be able to get all your questions answered without having to routinely call every 5 minutes or every day or every week, you know, and you still maintain that professional image. You know, I know I sound like a broken record saying this, guys, but you definitely want to do that. If you want to get accepted as a college student, you know, giving time in between talking to the college admissions office is a good idea. I know it can be hard, especially if you're waiting to see if you got accepted or rejected and you're worried. I understand that, because that's something that I worried about, okay? I will say, if you get rejected from a college, don't take it personally. Just keep looking to, you know, keep looking for another college, right? Rejections are going to come a lot faster than, say, the acceptances, okay? So I just want to kind of throw that out there for you guys. And then the last question I'm going to answer, I didn't write down any notes for this, but I will definitely go ahead and answer this question. So some of you guys may be asking the question of, you know, why do I have to call for a college brochure from a college? And the reason why you would call for a college brochure is that if you happen to be in high school, for example, then your counseling office or guidance office or college office, they may have brochures, but the brochures that are in the counseling office at your high school, and I know there's some of you who are not in high school, and that's completely okay. All the information that I'm explaining is for each and every one of you, okay? I'm just giving a reference here. So the college brochures that are at the high school guidance offices are dated. So they are years old. They're not current and up to date. I had to find this out when I was applying to colleges. Actually, before I was applying to colleges, I just reached out to a lot of colleges to request like college brochures. Sometimes you can do this online. Sometimes you can just call and request a brochure, and then the office can mail you out one. But don't automatically think that, you know, once you, like you're a senior in high school or a high school graduate, that the colleges are going to send you these brochures, because they might not necessarily do that. You know, they may have an initiative, a green initiative, where they may not send out, you know, brochures or anything unless you call and request them. Some colleges probably have some brochures online on their website that you can print off, but if you don't have like the color ink for printing, then it might, be in black and white, and that's a lot of ink that you'll be losing if you have to print them out. So that's probably not going to be the best idea. One place you can get college brochures is if you go to a college and you go to the admissions office. A lot of times they're going to have those college brochures right there in the office sometimes, so you can like pick up a brochure there from the college admissions office. So that's a helpful tip for you guys, just in case you're curious. But yeah, the college offices, the college admissions office is not just going to automatically send it to you. They may send it to some of you if you have scored really high on the ACT test or the SAT test. Then yes, you may be somebody who ends up getting a boatload of brochures in your mailbox. And I'm not sure how old you have to be to take the ACT or SAT. I'll have to look into that. When I was in high school, I took it. I didn't do very well on it at all. Colleges weren't automatically sending me brochures because I scored pretty low. But I want you guys to know that just because you score low on an ACT or SAT test doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just may mean that maybe you're not the best test taker. But trust me, I want to tell you something, and this is a tip that I'm going to kind of end this video with. Your ACT score does not determine your self-worth. If you're a straight A student, or even if you're not a straight A student, okay? Even if you have a high school GED, okay? Fine, regardless, or if you're in like a training program or something like that, like adult literacy or training program or whatever, and you find yourself, taking the SAT or ACT in order to get accepted into college, okay? Regardless of the route that you're coming from, and making these videos are fun for me because I get to share with you guys like this information that's not out there, that people are not talking about. I want you to know that your ACT score, it's only valid for a short period of time. So when you're applying to colleges, the ACT score is valid. Once you get accepted into a college, maybe like a year after you're in college, that ACT score, SAT score, it's null and void. It doesn't matter anymore. Even if you transfer to another college or university, it's no longer valid anymore. So it's no longer hanging over you like a cloud. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no longer doing that. So, if you don't score well on a SAT or ACT test or whatever, don't worry about it. Still, you can still go to a college even if, you don't have the best score. I did it, and I can share my experience with you guys if you want to know about how I got into college and stuff, even though I didn't score very well in an ACT test. So I just want to just share this with you guys and just let you know that, no test determines your self-worth, okay? You are awesome, you're amazing, and, own that, own it. And if a college doesn't accept you for whatever reason, even though you did everything right, do not take it personal. Just dust yourself off and keep going, okay? So, and to finish up the bit about the college brochure, if you're somebody who score high on the ACT test or SAT test, like I said, colleges are going to automatically send you a boatload of brochures. If you don't score well on the ACT or SAT test, or you've never taken it, then colleges won't send you out brochures. But they won't automatically do it based off of you scoring well on the test, okay? If you don't score very well in an SAT or ACT test and stuff, and some of you may have not taken it because you may be from a foreign country, so you may not necessarily be in the United States or anything, but even if you haven't had the ability to take it or whatever, any one of you guys can call the colleges and request brochures. Now, if you're trying to request brochures from a college that is an international college, maybe it's in another country, That might be a little bit more tricky, and that may have to be done online because, there's probably a time zone difference between the time zone you're in versus the time zone of that college. So I just kind of wanted to throw that in and answer like those questions. Like, I hope this video has been extremely helpful. When I was applying to colleges in my senior year, I know that's late, but I hope this has been like really super helpful for you guys, because I wish that somebody had provided this type of information to me when I was in high school and things. And I want to position you guys in the best way possible so that, you can have the best chance of getting into, your dream college, that you want to attend. Or maybe this is a college you want to go to. It may not be your dream college, but it may be your second choice or fifth choice or 10th choice or whatever, So you're not a failure if you don't get into any college. You can still live your life if you don't go to college. Some people don't want to go to college. Some people want to start a business or do something else. It's completely okay. All right. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I know this has been long, but I wanted to make sure I packed this video with information that you guys can take away and it can help you. Okay. Alrighty, so thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this has been super duper duper helpful, and thank you for watching. And I will be posting another video. I don't know what it's going to be about yet, but it's also going to be like a college word or term or keyword video. So I'm going to try to pack that video with content too for you guys to write down. And if you want to take notes on this, guys, take notes on it. This is just to give you guys some ideas and give you information that you're going to need to stand the best chance of getting into college. So thank you guys for watching, and see you later.